Hi there, welcome to my channel MathWeb. In this video, I'm going to explain question number 2 from Pearson Edexcel IAL WST for Statistics 1. This exam is taken in May-June session year 2024. Paper reference code is WST01/01. A spinner can land on the numbers 2, 4, 5, 7 or 8 only. The random variable x represents the number that this spinner lands on when it is spun once. The probability distribution of x is given in the table below. So these are the numbers written on the spinner. For each number, probabilities are given. If it lands on 2, probability is 0.25. If it lands on 4, probability is 0.3. In the first part, we need to find probability of 2x minus 3 greater than 5. So all the relevant numbers probabilities are given in the table we could find here. But you have to rearrange because the values, these probabilities are given for x. So from here, we will get the value of x. So solve this inequality, 2x minus 3 greater than 5. 3 goes to the right side, it becomes plus there, so it will be added to the other side. So 2x will be greater than 8, 5 plus 3 is 8, then divide by 2. So you will get as 4. So this one is equivalent to probability of x greater than 4. Okay, now you need to find the probabilities for the numbers that are greater than 4. So these are 3 numbers, they are greater than 4. The corresponding probabilities, we have to add them to get the answer for the first part. So add all these 3 probabilities together. We get 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 0.15, and answer of this one will be equals to 0.45. Okay, first part is done. Now, given that expected value of x equals to 4.6, show that variance of x equals to 4.14. For the second part, you should know the formula of variance in terms of expected values. Let me write that formula for you. You have to memorize this one. Variance of x is equals to expected value of x square minus expected value of x whole square. Okay, this formula you have to memorize. It is given in your book. Expected value of x is given. Okay, so no need to find this one. We need to find expected value of x square. Let me write the formula for expected value of x as well. You have to memorize this formula as well. It is given in your book. Sum of x multiply probabilities of x equals to x. Okay, but we need to find the expected value of x square, not x. This one is already given, so we can make this formula from here even. So here you write x square. So x square will multiply by probabilities of x equals to x. Now what we will do, we will take the square of these numbers and then multiply these probabilities, like 2 square multiply 0.25, 4 square multiply 0.3, 5 square multiply 0.2, 7 square multiply 0.1, 8 square multiply 0.15, and then add them, or add these values together, okay, to get the answer of expected value of x square. So here I'm writing for expected value of x square. First value is 2 square will multiply by the corresponding probability 0.25, plus the second value is 4 square multiply the probability 0.3, plus 5 square will multiply corresponding probability, that is 0.2, plus 7 square multiply the corresponding probability is 0.1, and the last one is 8. So 8 square will multiply the corresponding probability of 8, that is 0.15. Now write as is in your calculator to get the answer of expected value of x square. So if you solve them together, write as is, like you should put the bracket in your calculator as well to get the right answer. Our answer will be 25.3. Now use these values in this formula. Okay. Therefore, variance of x will be equals to expected value of x square is 25.3. We just got it, and then minus expected value of x that is given in the question, that is 4.6. So because it is a square here, therefore you have to take square of 4.6 as well. If you solve it by using calculator, for sure we'll get the answer as 4.14. So it is as required in the question. We need to prove this. So second part of this question is done as well. Let's move on. The random variable y equals to ax minus b, where a and b are positive constants. Given that expected value of y equals to 13.4, variance of y equals to 66.24. Here, let me start with this coded value. Okay, the random variable y is given there, that is ax minus b. I will start from here and apply the formula. That formula is also given. First, you will use expected value of y, and we will make one equation, and then you will use a variance of y and apply the formula there. You will get another equations, and then we will solve them simultaneously to find the value of a and b. Let's see how to solve them. In C, I will start with this equation, y equals to ax plus ax minus b. This equation is given there. If you want to find the expected value of y, apply expectation on both sides. This formula is given as well in your book. So a will be out of the expected value. It is always, because expected value is always multiply on the discrete random variable. So these are the constant numbers. You will not apply the expected value to them. Now use the values here in this equation. Expected value of y is there in the question. Expected value of y is 13.4. So here I will use 13.4 equals to a multiply expected value of x. This is also given in the previous part, that is 4.6 minus b. Then rearrange this one. 4.6a minus b is equals to 13.4. So this is the one equation we got it. Okay. Now I will apply the variance formula on this equation. That is equals to variance of y equals to a. This, the constant is the square here, square of a, and variance of x. This formula is given as well in your book. Okay, so you will apply the variance. This formula is equal to this one. You have to memorize this formula as well. This one is for expected values, and this is for applying the variance. These two formula is given in your textbook as well. So better you memorize them. Okay, so variance is not applied on the this one, the constant number here. It will apply only for the variable, and the multiple of the variable becomes the square always. Okay, now use the value for variance of y. That is equals to 66.24. So variance of y is 66.24 equals to a square, and variance of x, we just got it in the previous part, that is 4.14. 4.14. This, for sure, this will divide to the other side, and we get the answer of this one as 16. 66.24 divided by 4.14 is 16. And then you take the square root of both sides, and we will get the answer for a is plus minus 4, but we will keep the positive value only, positive 4. Okay, as a is positive. It is given in the question. It is given in the question. If you read the statement, a and b are positive constants. Here it is given. Okay, be careful. Now, how to get the value of b? We got the answer of a. Just use this value in this equation to get the value of b. Put this value in equation number 1. So it will be 4.6 into value of a is 4 minus b equals to 13.4. From here you can get directly the answer of b. What you will do, because b is going there, it becomes positive, and you will bring this value on the left side. 4.6 multiply 4 minus 13.4. Answer will be 5. So this is the answer for b. Part C is done. Hopefully you understand. Now next part. In a game, Sam and Alex each spin the spinner once, landing on x1 and x2 respectively. x1 and x2 are the here it is given there. Sam's score is given by the random variable s equals to x1. Alex's score is given by the random variable r equals to 2x2 minus 3. R is representing the score of Alex. S is representing the score of Sam. So we have these variables for the spinner, like x1 and x2. For sure, on these two spinners, the numbers are same, like 2, 4. What is given in the beginning of the question? Sorry, this one, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay. So these numbers are written on each spinner for x1 and x2. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay. and S and R are the scores for Sam and Alex. The person with the higher score wins the game. Higher score. If the scores are the same, it is draw. Find the probability that Sam wins the game. S and R are the scores for Sam and Alex. It means you need to find probability of Sam greater than R. Okay, S greater than R. You need to find this in this part. Okay, because Sam score should be greater than Alex score. Alex score is R. Okay. Now for part D, we know that the spinner values are for each spinner x1 and x2. The numbers are written as 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8. These are the numbers written on each spinner. Okay, so here let me write the values, because S is equals to x1. It is given in the question, and R is equals to 2x2 minus 3. And here you can write the corresponding probabilities. Now the numbers are written here: 2 on the spinner, 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8. If you use this value, when x2 equals to 2, 2 multiply 4, 4 minus 3, R will be equals to 1. When you are using 4, 4 multiply to 8, 8 minus 3 is 5. And if you use 5 here, 5 multiply to 10, 10 minus 3 is 7. For 7, 7 multiply to 8, 14 minus 3 is 11. And 8 multiplied to 16 minus 3 is 13. So these are the scores for Alex. These are the scores for Sam. These are the scores for Alex. And corresponding probabilities are 0.25 and 0.3, 0.2, 0.1 and 0.15. These are the corresponding probabilities for each number. Okay. Now we need to find probability of Sam greater than Alex. So here you have to write all the possible possibilities here. You can see from here, this S is greater than 1. So these are the possibilities here. We can start with S equals to 2 and R equals to 1. So this is the one possibility when S is greater than R. Okay, 2 is greater than 1. If you use 4 here, 4 is greater than 1 as well. So this is the other possibility, when probability of S equals to 4 and R will be equals to 1, then it is greater and Sam will win. This is the other possibility. Write the next possibility, that is S equals to 5 and R equals to 1 when S is greater than R. So this will be the next possibility, probability of S equals to 5 and R equals to 1. So plus, when S equals to 7, you have to choose these two, like R equals to 1 and R equals to 5. For 7, you have to choose these two values for R. Probability of S equals to 7 and R will be equals to 1, or here you will use the word or. 1 or 5 plus, when probability of S equals to 8, so you have to choose these three numbers, because 8 is greater than these three numbers for R, 1, 5 and 7. So when S equals to 8, you will choose the values of R equals to 1 or 5 or 7. These are all possibilities when S is greater than R. Okay. Here let me tell you very important part in probabilities. When the word and is there between the numbers, we multiply. So this is a trick to memorize. Okay. And when we are using or between two numbers, it means we are adding. Actually, and is for intersection, for independent variables. We multiply the probabilities, and for or it is union, and we add the probabilities. You have to memorize, better you memorize this part. Okay. So write the probabilities for S equals to 2 and R equals to 1. When S equals to 2, R equals to 1, each probability will be 0.25, because there is a and. We will multiply 0.25 by 0.25. So probability for S equals to 2 and R equals to 2 will be 0.25 multiply 0.25. So these are the probabilities for this situation. And when s equals to 4, for s equals to 4, corresponding probability is 0.3, and r equals to 1, probability is 0.25. So 0.3 and 0.25 will multiply, plus 0.3 will multiply by 0.25, plus probability when s equals to 5 and r equals to 1. S equals to 5, probability is 0.2. This is 0.2, and r equals to 1 is 0.25. So these two probabilities will multiply, plus 0.2 will multiply by 0.25. Now probability of s equals to 7 and r equals to 1 or 5. So this point is very important for probability for s equals to 7. Look at the diagram. For s equals to 7, probability is 0.1. Okay, and 0.1 will multiply, plus 0.1 will multiply by these two probabilities, and we will add these two probabilities because of the word or. Okay, probability of r equals to 1 or 5. We will add these two probabilities. Look here, for 1 the probability is 0.25, and for 5 probability is 0.3. We will add these two probabilities, 0.25 plus 0.3. So we have to add these two probabilities for 1 or 5. Now for the last one, when s equals to 8, probability is this is s, corresponding probability is 0.15. So 0.15 will multiply by these three probabilities. We have to add these three probabilities, okay, because of the word or. Okay, for 1 and for 5, 1 and 5, we already have these two probabilities. They are 0.25 plus 0.3, and for 7 the probability is 0.2. So for 7 it is 0.2. We have to add these three probabilities and then multiply by 0.15. Hopefully you understand how you will calculate these probabilities. Now write as is in your calculator. Your calculator will give you the answer as. We write the final answer here. Calculator is giving the answer 71/200. Okay, and you can simplify this one by pressing SD on your calculator. Your answer in decimal, it will be 0.355. By the way, both answers are acceptable as per the mark scheme of this paper. Okay, hopefully you understand the last part. This was the tricky one. Okay, still if you have doubt about this question in any part, please write in the comment box. Thank you.